Hey y'all, it's May the 21st, 2016.
And if by chance you've been following some of my most recent videos, if by chance you've done that, alright, you might be noticing a pattern. My channel is not viral in any way. I don't really care much about that, but pedophilia, the videos I do concerning pedophilia, they always seem to get a large number of views. Right? And the more you study the comment box in my videos, and the thumbs up and the thumbs down, you're going to understand that this is kind of like half and half. Alright? Which means that it might mean that there's a lot of pedophiles. And pedophile sympathizers on the internet, a lot of them. About half of them are. Alright? It's definitely on the rise, I guess. I mean, it's hard to say if it's on the rise, but most assuredly, pedophiles and their sympathizers, who are also pedophiles, they're getting more bold, courageous with their stuff. And I'm going to give you an example. Before we get out of here, I'm going to give you an example of that. That's a small taste. But I'm here right now to talk to you about something. I'm here right now to talk to you about you and me. I mean, not in that kind of way. But if we were really to think, well, what could we do? What could, say, I do? What could you do to squash pedophilia whenever we can, like a bug in the kitchen? Alright? What could we do as people? I'm here to discuss this with you. Now, what I'm here about to tell you, listen, I already know that 99% of the people who are going to hear these words, they're not exactly going to hear me now. They're going to take in these words and perhaps hear me later. The thing is, you can't unhear me. That's the problem. Alright? So, okay, with that all being said, right, you start to think about how I might be indirectly contributing to pedophilia, or the nature of it. Alright? Here's the thing. There's a mad successful formula in the Bible. Alright? I know you probably heard of it. Mad successful formula. Alright, you read all these different stories in this book, and then you come to the end of the book, and it's about this one person who just wasn't even a person. And his name was Jesus. He told you how to have success in your life. And most of us, we don't hear it all the way. At all. Alright, so let's assume that at least half of the people who see my pedophilia videos, let's assume they are not pedophiles, hopefully. Alright, they might not like it, they might see it as an abomination. Alright? But what I'm suggesting is that maybe, perhaps, you could be feeding into the world of pedophilia, and I want you to hear me out. Alright? Because if I were to hear myself saying these words, if I were to go back in like a time machine and tell these words to a 27-year-old me, or ever since before that, I don't think that I would receive that well, for most of my life. And I already understand this before we even talk about this, so let it be known. A lot of people aren't going to want to hear me out about this formula, sexual formula for success. Alright? But I'm going to put it real simple, as far as I can see it. What Jesus himself said about success in that kind of fashion. Lots of babies. Well, it was one man and a woman, right? It's pretty much the only way it goes down. They make the babies, and they do so in a certain way. But the thing is, as humans, we have a habit of adding on extras, especially with stuff that we like. Right? Does it feel good? Yes, it feels crazy good. Crazy good. When you're doing it, and a lot of people do it correctly. There's people out there that do it exactly the way that the Bible said. And then there's pretty much, 98% of us who kind of deviate from the formula. Make a little deviation. You gotta understand, with sex, there's, like I said, one formula for how to do it, why you're doing it, when you're doing it. Also, it would tell you. And either you could subscribe to it or not. Most of us don't. Right? But the way in which you're feeding into it, I had to be serious with you. It's indirectly. Like I said before, like you already understand. At a gut level, you cannot give a moose a muffin and think that it ain't gonna want that blueberry, blackberry jam. It's gonna want that, and butter, peanut butter. Alright? So that's how you do it. let's think right now about that one time that Jesus was chilling. He was chilling out. And a whole gang of villagers brought this one harlot. Now, this harlot lady, she was adultering. Right? They brought her in and said, hey, we found an adulterer. Brought her to Jesus. Said, hey, man, what should we do? What do you think's the right thing to do? And unless I recall incorrectly, Jesus said to throw stones at her till she dies. That's what Jesus said. So do that. That's what you should do. However, he said, man, I know y'all are some sinners. You gotta understand, Jesus knows. He said, I know y'all are some sinners. I know y'all be doing all sort of deviations. And you're giving Lucy's muffins. And it's going to continue. It starts like innocent enough, but then it just keeps snowballing. You're lowering the standards. So am I. I had to take on that responsibility. Right? I mean, inevitably, I know that you probably heard Christian people say this. And, like, for example, right? I just bring him up as an example because he has a lot of subscribers. And, you know, he does make a good bit of sense. We had that vigilant Christian, right? I dig a lot of his channel, but you can understand that, I mean, sometimes he deviates from the sexual thing. You understand when I'm talking about me, myself? Most certainly there was a lot of deviation done by me in the past. But in being real with myself, I had to know that if I'm to go out and do this and that, you know what I'm saying, take care of business in that sort of way, I gotta do it right. I have to do it right because if I don't do it right, I can't throw a stone at this lady. It's not exactly that I want to throw stones at ladies. It's just that I can't judge. That's what Jesus was saying. He's saying, dude, you can't judge because I know y'all are doing some sexual deviation. And even the most, quote, holy people on YouTube, such as the vigilant Christian, who's pretty respectable, right? It might discourage you, you know what I'm saying? And you might feel like people are bullshitting you about sex, and then it feels good, and you want to do it and stuff. But you gotta remember, and you will remember that I told you one time, do any sort of sexual deviation, then how much are you really standing against pedophilia? Because that's just part of the slippery slope. You gave him loose a muffin, right? You know what I'm saying? You got that jam? Now, I admit to you, I done that. I done all sorts of things like that in my past. The reason I'm changing it out, see, here's the thing. This might hit you later. Because like I said, we're in the tribulation. Right? A lot of things might be bad going to happen to you. Probably. Me too. I'm in it with you. Alright? You might have to sexual deviate. Just because that's what really gets you through the day. And keeps you functional. Because that's important. Alright? But if you're going to do it, I know first of all, you're going to think about me a little bit. You might say, oh man, he's being mean. Next time I'm sexual deviating, I'm going to think about the fact that he was saying that contributes to pedophilia. Oh, that's messed up that you said. I know a lot of y'all aren't going to hear me for a long time. But then you're going to remember what it is I said to you right now. It's like a little time capsule that I just put right there. Alright? But at the same time, like I said, if you feel that you have to sexual deviate in any sort of way and stuff, and, you know, it's between adults, and I say, do you, you know, that's good. Alright? I don't want nothing to do with it. Here's the thing about it. Some of us, and it will be more and more of us, are going to realize that, yes, girls look good. Full-grown girls look pretty amazing, and they're pretty good to have around, and naked a lot. Alright? It's kind of how we're built. To like that stuff. But if you are, here's what I'm suggesting to you. Alright? So I don't want to make it seem like I'm giving you some ultimatum. I'm talking about myself too. Alright? Here's what I'm suggesting to you. Here's something that you could do. Alright? It's really not that hard. Speak out against it. Alright? Speak out against the pedophilia, at least. No matter what you do, I would say speak out against the pedophilia is what you should do. That's definitely where you should draw the line. Alright? And it's good to point out just how bad the pedophilia has gotten. And more out in the open. It's extremely out in the open. Right? I'm showing it to you right now. Just one example of how it's extremely out in the open. You got a dude named Todd Nickerson. He's writing articles and making videos about masturbating to 5-year-old girls, putting it on the internet. It's being celebrated by some people, a lot of people. All right, so you can call that out. That's an example of what you could call out. All right, and that being said, I also want to refer to you to Leafy is here. All right, well, this is to pretty much finish this up. It's a pretty good example. I mean, a lot of y'all probably don't understand that there's definite pedophiles, definitely, most definitely, pedophiles making what's that? Minecraft video games or something, and making Minecraft videos of other video games, making animations that are way too erotic for a child. In fact, any sort of eroticism towards a child is absolutely suspect. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm leaving. Making a video like this is so important, and it's a very good video. I suggest you watch it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Touch me by my mind, all the things.
I swear to God, these Minecraft animations have gone way too far and they need to be stopped. This is fucked up. It's a kid's animation and these motherfuckers are twerking and shit, dude. Like, I've said this so many times in the past, but I want to meet the motherfuckers that actually animate this. They're not children. These are grown men animating fucking Minecraft characters shaking their fucking asshole.
You cannot see. Don't judge me.
What is this guy, turned on or something? Seriously, what is going on?
Right? Making videos like that is pretty important. Right? Because technically what you could do, see, nobody wants to stop pedophilia. At the tippy tops of the powers to be here in this country and pretty much all over the world, nobody's trying to stop this pedophilia at all. Because here's what you would do. Let's just be simple about it. You would investigate the Minecraft animators. You are absolutely going to find pedophilia in and around their computer systems. You're going to find it. You're going to be able to find that. Alright? If they wanted to stop pedophilia, you would catch these people and you would basically, shake them down in a legal, lawful way. But pretty much put the screws to them well within their rights. Alright? And you would get them to sing, because you gotta understand, pedophiles, they don't have no courage. I mean, all they have courage to do is shout that they're a pedophile. Sometimes on the internet. So you gotta understand, these pedophiles are gonna sing, and then guess what? It's gonna be a never-ending network of all these pedophiles. And you just be nabbing them off one by one, but that's not gonna happen, because those roots of people are gonna lead straight to the top. And that's the whole point. I just pretty much broke down how you could absolutely destroy pedophilia in America and much over the world. Why? Because a lot of people got internet. Alright? Just described it for you. It's not going to happen because this is the tribulation, alright? You understand what I'm saying? Pedophilia is going to be normalized because here's the thing. Pedophilia is going to be normalized. Ain't nothing you can do about it. This thing's kind of messed up, right? We start to understand, that the laws ain't exactly going to be working for us. The laws have not been working for us. That's all I'm trying to say. It's May the 21st, 2016. If you're against pedophilia, guess what? The laws aren't exactly working for us. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later.